I guess just first thoughts on the start of conference play, a couple of games in, is it kind of what you were expecting? Now, playing in the Mountain West is opposed over at Utah, and I forget where you were at previously.
Oh, Wake Forest.
Wake Forest,
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's it been like in the Mountain West so far?
I mean, usually in conference play usually takes a step up, and that's no different here in Mountain West. Coach always preached the whole entire year up leading to conference play that's really physical. He calls it like another Big Ten, and so it's kind of living up to it. So it's been good.
Kind of an interesting game at Fresno where it seemed like you guys did a lot of things right, but then there was the turnovers or a few things that were really glaring. Do you think part of that was part of it just getting back from the break, or what would you attribute that to? Being on the road?
We made up for it defensively. It's probably one of our better defensive games, but it's just a lot of turnovers were our mistakes. I mean, we obviously looked at the film and know we need to work on. I think it was just a little bit of lack of concentration, but we're obviously going to work on it and get better.
I think there's kind of been three things. Obviously, there's a lot of things you guys are doing well. Like there's kind of three things that keep coming up when we have these interviews. There's with coach, like there's fouling, your guys' own turnovers, and then getting your guys' shots blocked. Have you guys seen that been emphasized in practice where you're working on the things you're struggling on to have a complement what you're doing well?
Yeah, we did have drills about what we're doing, and they're calling a lot more fouls in practice than they were before. So I mean, in the summer we kind of knew we were fouling a little bit, but we're also calling them more in practice. We're trying to be wary of that, trying to be in foul trouble. And obviously, we do tons of drills on not turning the ball over, so we're obviously trying to work on that. But I think as games go on, we'll get a lot better at the areas we need to improve on.
Do you feel like they call things tighter in conference play? Colorado State wasn't so much, didn't seem like the fouls, but it seemed like Fresno, there was a lot of just touch fouls and stuff out there.
I think I'm new to the Mountain West, but I think a lot of it, from my experience, is just the crew that is there. Some it's touchy, some crew, they just let you play. So I think whatever crew shows up, we got to adapt quicker to if it's touchy, let's play, and then go from there.
So obviously with the holidays, practice schedules can get old, maybe aren't practicing as much, but have you practiced this week a lot so far with New Year's and whatnot, or is it basically the normal practice schedule?
Oh yeah, we had practice yesterday, and then we practiced today, and I got 2-day prep, including today for Saturday's game. Just normal practice schedule, I guess. It's whatever coaches want to do.
I think that'll help a lot more in this game now that you got back in the flow a little bit against Fresno. I think that'll help you have a much cleaner game against San Jose. Yeah,
I mean, obviously you go on Christmas break for a couple of days, your body kind of relax a little bit, so you got to get back in the basketball mode, but I think we'll be good for Saturday's game.
What do you know about San Jose?
Not
very much time left with them.
I mean, we watched, I think, 8 minutes of their game when they played San Diego State, and kind of just a little bit of the personnel, a couple shooters they have, kind of who they got. But today is when we do an in-depth dive, really who they are. They
talk about San Jose's going through some injury troubles right now. Mm-hmm. Have you touched on that, where it's is it kind of hard to know what exactly to plan for?
So our coaches kind of touched about a little bit. We didn't go too far into it yesterday, but they just said they did have some injury trouble. So they will go more into that today, but they said they might have a couple of guys out, but we'll see when game time comes.
The coaches talked about trying to instill confidence in you. He's put you into the starting lineup for these last couple of games. Just what has that done for you in trying to, insert yourself into the lineup and to have more of an impact on the game on the floor?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I had a pretty lackluster non-conference, and so to him be able to believe in me and put me in the starting spot, I think I'm able to step up to the occasion. It is nice to have a head coach that believes and wants you to do good in every situation, so I was just trying to continue to stack days going forward.